Pledge allegiance. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to welcome everybody to our Tuesday, September 8th meeting. If you have any questions, come to the mic, identify yourself. If we could have the roll call.
Cedar. Foley.
Here.
Kinsfater.
Here.
Kleeman.
Here.
Cuffa. Report.
Here.
McCartney.
Here. Motion to excuse Mayor Cedar and Member Kufa. I'll support.
It's been moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? We'll move on to the consent agenda. Council minutes from August 17th. Suggestion to approve. Harbor Commission minutes of the June 20th to receive. Historical Commission minutes of July 9th to receive. And Cemetery Board minutes of July 21st to receive.
Your Honor, I'd approve or move to approve as presented.
I'll support.
Been moved and second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The next item, presentation of congressional recognition. I believe, Therese, you're going to...
Thank you. On behalf of the City of St. Clair, I contacted the offices of U.S. Senator Debbie Stabenow and U.S. Representative Candace Miller and requested their consideration to recognize the St. Clair Rotary U.S. Flag Service Program. St. Clair Rotarians have placed hundreds of flags around St. Clair and the surrounding township. This is over a 10-year tradition, local tradition that they've established. And I thought it was truly a community service project worthy of recognition. So at this time, I'd like to ask City Council to make a presentation of a certificate of congressional recognition to the city, or the St. Clair Rotary Club and Rotarians Doug Murphy and Carl Herzer, who are here tonight. Go up there. Or? So we have our Mayor Pro Tem here. Right up there. Mr. Seeger.
Yes.
Mr. Report.
Good photo op.
Stand in a line right along this way.
We'll go right in front.
Yeah, but stand in a line facing that way. Sure. Yeah, thank you.
You're running the show tonight.
I had more.
You okay, Mike?
Good thing you got my glasses.
Start with the Rotary Club. Congratulations today. This one's signed from Congressional Recognition Committee, signed by Candace Miller. This one's Congressional Recognition signed by Debbie Stabenow. And this one will be from the city and we'll sign it from Mayor Later Day.
Wonderful. Thank you
Okay,
so much.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Hold on, I got one for you. I tried to be organized. Here we are, Doug. The one signed by Candace Miller. That's your certificate of recognition. Wonderful. This is congressional recognition signed by Debbie Stabenow. And this is the one from the city of St. Clair for your fine work. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Okay, here we are, Mr. Bruder. Congressional recognition from Candace Miller. Another one from Debbie Stabenow, and the one from the city of St. Clair. These will be signed by the mayor when he comes back. Again, thank you very much for your very fine work. Thank you. Thank you very much. And Teresa, you too.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Congratulations, Carl.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Hi. Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, the city's a better place for it, I think.
Absolutely. I think those look nice. Thing is, people can't find them.
All I gotta do is call over. They'll put them in for them.
Okay, moving on, we'll go to our next item. 5, oh, no. Item 6, resolutions, ordinances, resolutions. Resolution 15-07, grant funding application. Mr. Booth?
Okay, included in your packet is a resolution to approve application for road funding for the city's industrial park. Once submitted, and if approved, the city would receive funding to reconstruct the asphalt surface on Christian B. Haas Drive from Yankee Road to 2001 Christian B. Haas Drive. It's approximately 1,100 foot of pavement that would be impacted. Project's total cost is estimated at $250,000. The state would fund 75% and or $187,500, and the city would use local street funds to cover our 25%, which would be $62,500. The local street fund from our most recently completed fiscal year, which was September of last year, had a fund balance of $222,897. Currently, we are about $50,000 to the positive in the current year. We do have some additional expenses that will go through, so I expect it to be somewhere less than 50, but I think we'll beat budget this year. We have sufficient funds available during 2016 to complete this project, plus the scrap tire project that we have. Tonight, I ask for council's approval to move forward with this resolution and the submission to MDOT. If there's any questions on it, I'll take them this
I
time.
would have to beg forgiveness for my ignorance, Your Honor, and Mike, how did Christian B. Haas Drive get chosen over all the other public streets in the city for this grant application?
I don't know if I'd say chosen over. I think there, in the conversations we've had about roads, we said that any funding that we can get where we can get grant money to cover roads that are responsibility of the cities, and Christian B. Haas is, we would seek those opportunities out. IAC is one of our businesses in the industrial park. They're doing an expansion, and because of that, we're eligible for this grant funding opportunity. So I wouldn't say I'm picking it over another one, but it's a grant opportunity where we can get a 75-25. So we're matching 25 cents.
Then the answer would be that the grant is targeted towards
Economic development.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'd support that motion.
Been moved and supported. Is there any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you.
Reports from administration. Anything from the superintendent?
I have a couple items this evening. First of all, I want to remind residents that trash pickup is delayed one day this week due to the Labor Day holiday. I mentioned earlier the scrap tire grant. The city has applied for and received 2 scrap tire grants. Money from the grants is to be used for street improvements, and I think we've mentioned these before, but I'll mention them once again. Hawthorne, Orchard, South 9th Street, the skate park, parking lot, Troon, and Vine Streets. Unfortunately, we have bid the project on 2 occasions, once back in April of this year, and then again just recently here in August, without finding a suitable contractor. And by this I mean that the bids either came in too high, which would make the project more costly to complete using the scrap tire grant than if we just bid it out with a regular asphalt mix. Or and this was the most common factor, was they didn't use the proper mix, which means that if we put it down, we wouldn't get the grant money back. So going forward, I plan to make another attempt to pull the material supplier, whom I've had contact with. The asphalt plant, we thought we had one here locally that could supply the material, ACE, and then the contractors that would be bidding on this to see if we can't utilize the grants. And once I have information back on this, I'll share it. Because the other thing I need to do is contact the DEQ just to make sure they're still on board with it all. I know that they have given out grants to some others with scrap tire in the area. So I think some of those folks would also be interested in making sure this thing happens. So that's just the update on the scrap tire. Another item, I think at our last meeting, a question was raised by Councilmember Kleeman on a check. The check number is 39531 in the amount of $22,825.10. It was paid to Inland Waters. That check was cut for, it was the final payment on our SRF lining project, and I believe all 3 contractors have been paid now, so we should be able to close that project out. That's all I have.
Thank you. Anything from the attorney?
Nothing this evening, Your Honor.
Anything from city departments? Boards, commissions, council people?
I have one, Mike. I just want to let everybody know that the Historical Commission is putting on a pub crawl to the past. It's going to be on Thursday, September 17th, at 7 p.m. What it is they're going to get together, they're going to share pictures and stories of the local bars from the 30s through the 60s. And it's going to be at the community center, and admission's going to be $5, and students are free. And they're looking for everybody to come down and sit down and look and see the way it used to be.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Your Honor, I also had the pleasure of meeting the members of the cemetery board as a meet and greet, as we tried to come up with a solution to get a council rep, and I think we've worked that out, and I think the formality would just be the appointment. But at the meeting, the concern is that there hasn't seemed to be any movement on the from council either way with the plan to expand the cemetery. And all the studies have been done, I believe, and it's been brought to council, and they're really wanting to move this thing forward, so probably for a future date, but it's a concern that the cemetery board has. Am I stating that correctly? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
just is the intention to move forward with cemetery expansion and the park renovation, just is the blessing from council
Right.
I don't think
provided.
anything's ever been brought to council.
It has been brought to council, and it was tabled, I believe.
The expansion, I believe, was
Right.
brought to us, but
Did
I don't think we took any action, did we?
No, when reviewing the minutes, I don't remember if it was 2013 or 2014, it was discussed, but there wasn't any voting or the topic was tabled. So just the information was presented that there was discussion of expansion and survey was completed, and that was all the information that I found.
Can you get together the information, send it to us again, and maybe we all preview it? Okay. Anyone else? Okay. We'll move on. New business, unfinished business, we have none. New business, approval of special events permit for Evergreen Number 9 Oktoberfest.
Yes, Your Honor, I have several special events here tonight. This first one is for information only. It doesn't have to have any approval, but it's on all private property. But the Evergreen Number 9 Masonic Lodge at 1800 St. Clair Highway are going to have an Oktoberfest on October the 3rd from 4 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. for a fundraiser. I do have a representative here tonight that would be more than happy to let you know exactly what's going to be taking place that night.
Good evening. I'm Steve John from the Evergreen Masonic Lodge. This will be our second year of the Oktoberfest. We're having it mainly in the building and our private parking lot. We have tickets, advanced ticket sales for $20. We have the national recording artist Alan Turner coming out to play music from 6 till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. All the food is prepared in-house by our Masonic members, all from German recipes, and the beer we did have imported from the Hofbrauhaus in Germany. All the funds go back to help our charities and support the lodge and scholarships, child aid program, donations that we do within St. Clair. Any questions? Remember, like a flyer, I have a few here, and we have a number of them already posted around town.
Maybe just tell everybody where you're located. I mean,
1800 St. Clair Highway is basically right across from the old Buer plant. It's right in the corner, right there by Riverbend Marina.
Marina
Oak Brook,
Drive and
yeah,
St. Clair Highway,
yeah.
basically, right by the tracks, so.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
You know, we have to take action on that?
No, it's information. Try to do the resolution. Okay. Next one, special events permit for St. Clair High School Homecoming Parade Rally.
Yes, Your Honor, I received a request for approval for special events for the St. Clair High School Student Council to hold their annual homecoming parade and rally that would be held on Wednesday, October the 7th at 6 p.m. The route that they take every year is from Eddie's School down to down to Vine to M29 to J Street and back into the back plaza. And this year now with the plaza being completed, they're going to have their rally right inside the middle part there. They have everything that's needed, and I request approval for this event.
Motion to approve.
Seconded.
Moved and supported. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you.
Moved and supported.
No, I gotta go back.
Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
Next one, special events permit for First United Methodist Church Turkey Trot.
Yes, Your Honor, I have a request for special events for the First United Methodist Church to hold their annual Turkey Trot 5K run that will be on Saturday, November the 7th from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. using the normal 5K route on North River, or M29. I respectfully recommend approval for this event. They have all the necessary documents and are in compliance with the city ordinance.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Special events permit for annual city Santa Parade.
Yes, Your Honor, that's just around the corner.
Wow. No more meetings before that?
They're eager.
Yes.
We got to get to the elves, message to them. They are requesting their special event for November the 20th at 6 p.m. to have their annual Santa Claus parade. The route will start on Vine Street and will end at Palmer Park. I respectfully recommend approval. They have all the necessary documents, and they are in compliance with the city ordinance also.
Motion to approve.
Support.
Been moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And item E, do we have a representative then?
That will be Tom McCartney
Okay.
for a one-year
Appoint-
appointment.
Our next item is appointment of council representative of the Cemetery Board of Trustees. I understand that will be Mr. McCartney.
Yes.
Do I
You need a motion?
Yes.
So moved.
move? Do I hear support?
I'll second it.
Been moved and supported. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Thank you. We have one item that I, being new on the job, back up to resolutions 15-7. We need to have a roll call vote on that. Oh, I'm new, sorry.
Doc, you're pretty.
If we could have the roll call vote?
Yeah, it was moved and seconded by Member Kinsfater and Member McCartney. Laporte,
Yes.
McCartney.
Yes.
Foley,
Yes.
Kinsfater,
Yes.
Kleeman.
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
Thank you. Next item, claims and account.
At 9A, do we need to approve on 9A? The special events permit for the Oktoberfest.
It was informational only.
Oh, they're not
It's
seeking.
it's
Oh,
personal property.
gotcha.
Okay, we're good.
Thank you. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, all right. All right. Moving on to claims and accounts. August 21st, August 28th, and September 4th.
Make a motion to pay the bills.
Put it that way.
Been moved and supported. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Public questions or comments? Everyone? Well, hearing none, we'll move forward. Mayor, councilman, comments, appointments, anything, announcements? I guess we already did that, didn't we? Okay, we have a request to go into closed session to discuss strategy for negotiations, collective bargaining act for employees represented by the Police Officer Labor Council, POLC.
I would move to approve that, Your Honor.
I will support that.
Been moved and supported. We have to do a roll call vote.
Laporte,
Yes.
McCartney.
Yes.
Foley,
Yes.
Kinsfater.
Yes.
Kleeman.
Yes.
Carried, Your Honor.
Thank you. You're welcome to stay. I doubt if we'll take any action. Thanks a lot. Fine job on the flags, gentlemen, ladies. Very nice.